How did Mo look out there today?
He ran fast. You know, he still got to get in shape. It's a little heat for him, so we'll get the pads on. He made some progress, though, so he's running around. That's a good thing.
I know he didn't really do anything, but it's good to see Geno at least back out here on the field.
Well, it's good to see his face, yeah. I mean, it's good to see his face. Like you said, he didn't do much, but at least he's not hurting like he was, I guess, because he came out here.
Somebody was cleared for some physical activity then?
Just light jogging and stuff like that. Nothing serious, yeah, just light throwing, light jogging.
Has the timetable for his return changed at all?
No, not at all.
Is he back now on all your meetings?
Yes.
Looked like Calvin Pace left practice early. Was he okay?
He strained his groin. I'll see how bad when I go in.
With Geno back, is it does it feel normal again? Are you back at that point, or?
Well, we're saying we've always been in camp. I mean, it's an injured player, so everybody else is playing. Injured players watch, and they go to meetings.
Any confirmation on Lorenzo's status with his knee? He was out here, so...
He'll be out. He sprained his knee. He'll be out. He won't play this week, and we'll see if he plays next week.
Did he have an MRI, though, to confirm the sprain?
Yes.
And an MCL?
No, just a sprain. Yeah.
How do you think you're set for depth on the outside linebacker with the injuries with Riley and that?
Well, it gives the guys a chance to play. You know, they get to play full time instead of third down, so you get to take a look at them full time. If one guy goes down, somebody's got to step up.
What have you seen in 2 games and camp from Riley?
Riley's got a high motor. He's very intense. You know, he's a reckless player. He's a very smart player, so I like to see more of him.
Coach, it looked like Chris Owusu kind of got a significant amount of action today with the non-contact practice. How close is he to being able to come back full-time in that concussion protocol?
I mean, he's running well, and he's running fast, and everything, his whereabouts and everything are about him, but you don't know those type of things until you get hit. You know, you're not allowed to hit him right now, so we'll see how it goes in the game. I don't think you can really fully tell he's back until he takes his first hit.
Do you know when he'll be allowed to do that?
We'll see how he goes this week. We'll see if we can get him in the game this weekend.
So he's not ruled out then for the Giants yet?
He's not ruled out yet.
So how much did it set you back in terms of battling for a spot to
Oh, Chris? I mean, he's still battling. He was doing some good things before he left, and we'll see how he is when he comes back. You know, those guys get nicked up. When somebody gets nicked up, there's somebody else's chance to make a play and come in and play and prove themselves. You know, it's the Wally Pipp rule.
Todd, there's been a lot of attention paid to the comments that Chris Carter made at the Rookie Symposium last year. Are you aware of them? And I believe your careers overlap.
We played against each other a lot. I'm not sure the comments made about the Rookie Symposium because I hadn't read the paper or anything today.
He said that, among other things, players should have what he called a full guy. If they want to run with a group, make sure you got a full guy who's basically willing to go to jail for you. He's apologized. ESPN has said it's not what we're about. The NFL has criticized it. Any thoughts on your part?
No thoughts, actually. No.
Giving you a better idea about Matt Flynn and how he's looking when you might be able to get back out there and practice?
I'm hoping he can play the last game, maybe. You know, he's still nursing his hamstring. We'll see how it goes. He's throwing the ball, but he hasn't really opened up and ran yet.
So not this week, then?
If I was a betting man, I'd say no.
What's the number one thing you're looking to see improve from the first-team offense this week?
Just consistency. The penalty is number one from both sides and special teams. Consistency, getting off to a fast start, making sure we gel and everybody's together. We have a good play here and there, and it takes us a while to get started. I like to start fast this game.
How was the continuity with the first-team offensive line coming along? Because in the game it looked like maybe there were a couple of times where Nick and maybe Carpenter had a miscommunication on one type of play in particular. How's that whole group coming?
I think they come along pretty good. They had one or two miscommunications, but for the most part, they've been having a good summer camp.
Todd, with cuts coming next week, are there certain positions you look at that are the most competitive right now and trying to make those decisions?
There's quite a few of them, but, you know, this game will tell a lot, and the last game will tell a lot. There's a lot of guys vying for spots. You know, it's an important time. It's crunch time, and guys got to step up.
Debbie Posey was like he got some more first-team reps today. Has he been impressing staff lately? We were
I mean, he scored a touchdown in the game. He's getting healthier, so we're taking a look at guys at a lot of different positions. So it's a battle of wide receiver. It's going to be interesting to see who those guys are.
Get any better read on Amaro? Just getting out there today.
He's still out. He won't be practicing no time soon.
Is Chris Ivory faster than you thought?
I told him that, actually. He is a lot faster than I thought. Him and Bilal. You know, those are two quality running backs. I mean, those guys work hard. They keep their mouth shut. They keep their heads down. They block. They run inside. They run outside. I've been very pleased with both of them.
Did you tell him that after his 33-yard run?
I did tell him that after 33-yard run.
What was his response?
Chris is quiet. He's just going to smile and nod his head and move on. He ain't going to say too much.
So he surprised you, his overall game since you've been here?
I mean, I knew he was a good player. I didn't know he was as fast as he was. And he's got very good feet, Chris has got very good quickness. You don't have to be that fast to have foot quickness, and he's got foot quickness.
Kind of a luxury to have two backs that versatile, that much ability.
Hopefully they can stay healthy, and Zach plays well too, as well. Hopefully Ridley can come back at some point, and we still got Richardson, so we got a good problem to have.
How far away is Ridley?
Still don't know. He's running full speed yet. He's still on PUP until he can go and cut and everything full time. He's going to stay where he is.
Have you seen any improvement as far as the lateral movement?
I've seen him faster. I've seen him cut, but cutting when you don't know you're supposed to cut, when the defender is there and you have to jump cut, is totally different than cutting when you know you're supposed to cut. That's a whole different deal.
If you were a betting man, would you think that he would start the season on the punt?
That one will be. I wouldn't know about that one.
So what's with Amaro? Is this something that you think, you said week to week, but does it look like this could be months? Like, what is exactly the issue? Just besides a sprained shoulder, like specifically what is?
He can't use it. I mean, that's what you want me to say.
Well,
You think you'll have him back for the season?
I don't know. It all depends on how he's feeling. I'm not a doctor, and if a man can't use a shoulder, I just know he can't play.
So just to give you estimates, like with Geno, they gave you 6 to 10 weeks. With Amaro, what they're estimating is it like
They said it would be a couple weeks.
How is Aaron Henderson coming?
He's come along okay. He's walking better, so hopefully he can start jogging soon.
Coach, Geno spent quite a bit of time throwing to Devin Smith and Shaq Evans. Just wondering if you have a timetable on when you might be able to progress to do individual drills.
I don't think it'll be anytime soon. Those injured guys just over there throwing the ball around, as far as I'm concerned. But there's no timetable for when he's going to come back and throw. All depends on how he feels. And I've never had one of those, so I honestly couldn't tell you.
With Calvin Pryor, when you see him, and also with your history of the position, do you think you kind of help him along and take him under your wing a little bit?
You're going to take him under your wing. You got two good coaches back there, but, there's the mental part you got to learn in your second year that you don't learn in your first year. You come back a little more mature, a little more humble, and he's putting his head down and he's working. He missed a week and he had a death in his family, but he came back and didn't miss a beat, so hopefully he'll continue that.
Todd, you said after the game, Leonard had those big plays in the game, but you want to see how he did the rest of the time. How did he look when you watched the film?
I thought he did a good job. He played well.
Still unclear about Devin Smith for week 1, or
He's sore. I don't see him sprinting or anything anytime soon, so I don't think he'll be ready for week 1. I don't think he will be.
Do you have to dial things back at all with rookies, especially high-round rookies like Leonard, to just keep them a little humble?
No, it all depends on their mental capacity, how much they can take. We're not going to dial back anything. You dial back for the quarterback position, but every other position's got to learn it. There's different ways of teaching guys at different positions, and he's a bright football player and he's smart, so we haven't had to hold back anything for him.
I meant as far as maybe your praise for him. Bill Parcells always said, let's not put him in Canton on roller skates, especially for high-round picks.
We got a lot of guys with big heads, so he's not the first guy. It's a bunch of veterans you got to hold back praise for, too. We haven't done anything. We practiced and we played preseason games, We're progressing and we're getting better, so, the praise is a little tainted because we're still progressing to get to where we need to be.